Khronen McDougal.
This wasn't written with your comfort in mind. Nah. Made my decision, wasn't tough to decide. Nah. Me and my boys, we get it done every time. Gotta earn it, you can't just jump in the line. You'll get rushed to the side. I top my division, I've been building since I started. In the parking lot, I parked it. I came in while picking targets. My career cannot be tarnished. I'm a champion regardless. Celebrate, but this a different kind of lucha party. We are not alike.
Alright, so welcome everyone to another video. This is going to be another KOF 15 video. This is for the team story for K-Dash. It just came out today, so I'm excited to dive into it and talk about it because it, you know, if you combine it, in my opinion, with Team Khronen's story, then you pretty much have your full confirmation that Khronen is none other than K49. So I'm excited to dive into it and look at this. I'm going to read the story and I'm going to give some of my feedback and my thoughts on it and how they're going about it, because I think this is, you know, probably the most interesting that Team K-Dash has been since, you know, the Ness arc. Even though there was like reveal of something more going to happen during the Tales of Ash saga, kind of like most characters and their plots, they kind of got dropped. But anyway, before we do all that, make sure you sub to the channel, ding the notification bell, that way you stay up to date on all the latest and greatest content that comes from this channel. And if you want to support what we do have Patreon on patreon.com/McKillCastNova, and we also have channel memberships, so make sure you go check those out, and some merch from Teespring and TeePublic. All that being said, let's go ahead and hop on over here to the team story. You big fat liars. I'll never forgive you. I hate you, old man, and I hate you, K-Dash. Both K-Dash and Maxima had made the wrong call. Only one of them had been careless enough to say Kula would feel better by the next day as she ran crying from the room. But no matter which of them it was or how tired they were from hunting Ness survivors, they both should have apologized to the poor girl on the spot. Kula had vanished in the dead of night, along with her favorite backpack. In a back alley devoid of any signs of life, a lone building stands tucked away from view. K-Dash and his companions hole up in a room inside, one of the many hideouts the group rotates between. In the living area, hardly livable, among the disorganized pile of machine parts, Whip organizes or arranges pictures on a table with a stern expression. We picked up on Kula's trail. Things aren't exactly going in our favor though. K-Dash and Maxima sit on the sofa on the other side of the table. Under the girl's thorny gaze, the pair examine the photos. They show a blue-haired man grabbing Kula's arm, along with the silver-haired woman laughing in amusement at them. Though the man's goggles cover his eyes, his attitude towards Kula is clearly far from friendly. Maxima lets loose a small, troubled sigh, while K-Dash clicks his tongue in irritation. He went into hiding after Ness' destruction, but now he's joined forces with Angel, abducted Kula, and entered the KOF tournament. He appears to have little connection to the survivors, but we can't overlook this situation. Whip raises her eyebrows and bluntly addresses the pair. Your mission: make contact with this man, known as Khronen McDougal. Khronen McDougal! Capture him and rescue Kula. To that end, the three of us will enter the tournament together. Roger, no objections here, given what we're up against. She places a King of Fire's invitation over the photos, her stern glare allowing there no room to refuse. Maxima slumps in concession, but K-Dash glances away, disinterested. She's the one who left, though. Why the heck did we have to go get her? This elicits a wry smile from Maxima and an exasperated sigh from Whip. Come on now, partner, you know that won't fly. It's our fault the princess ran off in the first place. Again with this attitude. That punk abducting her and entering the KOF, all this just to get under our skin. I'm not interested in taking the bait. Having said his piece, K-Dash folds his arm, purses his lips tightly. His words convey more than irritation. They include a hint of caution. Maxima and Whip nod in agreement. Can't fault that logic. If I'm being honest, I was thinking the same thing. Still, even assuming his goal is to draw us out, I sense he might turn violent if his target never shows up, or his targets never show up. Maxima knits his eyebrows and rubs his temples. Both K-Dash and Whip sense what he's getting at. A destroyed building, two voices cheering into the open sky. The memories are old, but they are still terribly vivid. Whip presses a finger to her brow, discontented, and speaks in a low groan. You're right. This isn't the same as last time. We can't run the risk of offending him. Not when there's a chance of putting both Kula and the audience in danger. The way K-Dash's face stiffens at Kula's name is almost imperceptible. But it doesn't go unnoticed. As he sits with his arms folded, Maxima pats him on the shoulder. While Whip speaks emotionally, you know what she's getting at, right, partner? We have to go even if we know it's a trap. Damn it all. Despite his complaints, it's easy enough to tell that K-Dash had conceded. Whip visibly relaxes and takes the invitation off the table, seemingly satisfied. I'll take care of the paperwork. If there are any new leads on Kula's whereabouts, I'll let you know. She rises from the sofa and takes one more look around before continuing. One more thing. You should clean up this room a bit more. You don't want Kula to get hurt, do you? Anyway, I'll be in touch. K-Dash's mouth... Fucking A. K-Dash's mouth... he mouths a small curse as he walks to the door. As she walks to the door. Giving his partner a sidelong glance, Maxima raises to his feet. Well, guess we'd better have a stock of ice cream ready once the princess returns. You just want some for yourself, don't you? K-Dash casts a look of disdain at Maxima, who is checking the fridge. In the kitchen, and stands up from the sofa. It is then he notices the photo of Khronen McDougal, still on the table. He takes it in one hand. This is some bull you've got me caught up in. K-Dash strikes his metal glove against his belt buckle and presses the flame of his fingertips to the picture. He glares at it like a carnivorous beast until the very last bit burns to ash. So, that is the team story for Team K-Dash. So Khronen McDougal, that's his assumed name following the destruction of Ness, which... Okay, his name is K-Mac. I don't have any issue with his name. Is there a way of bringing him back in without saying K49, without having to allude to the obvious Tetsuo, copyright issues that could, especially in today's era, which could, lead to some troubles. But yeah, I mean, it's. I'm wondering who all are the targets. Like, is it just K-Dash and his team that are targets for Khronen or Team Khronen or Khronen McDougal? Or are they alluding to Ignatz having returned? Or are they alluding to Kusanagi, who technically wasn't canon? Well, he's canon to KOF 2003, but he's not canon to the rivalry that K49 had with him and KOF 02. But he could be canon. I don't know. I'm curious to know where they're going to go with this, because to be quite honest, aside from them like researching those from the past, and everything that happened within the Tales of Ash saga, since K-Dash has not been a main character since, his own arc, he really hasn't done much. And as a big K-Dash fan, the fact that he just continues on and on and on to be disinterested, right? In every fucking game. Like, okay. Can he have like some type of motivation? Like, I get he's got this whole disinterested, lazy thing, but it kind of wears thin. Anyways, that's a team story for Team K-Dash. It doesn't really explain what the event that occurred between Kula and K was. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you find this to be a more interesting story for Team K than it's been since his own arc? Or do you think, you know, if you're not the 3 sacred treasures or, you know, whatever the current hero is for the current arc, then your story is just unimportant? Like, case in point being the Art of Fighting team and the Fatal Fury team. Whatever your thoughts are, let's get the conversation going in the comment section below. And if you want to take the conversation further, we got Discord, we got Guilded. Links for those are in the description below. If you want to support what we do, we got Patreon at patreon.com/MikhailCasanova, along with having merch on Teespring and TeePublic and channel memberships as well. All that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have an aloha rest of your day. Be easy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Mahalo for making it to the end of the video, and if you found anything of importance or substance that you gained from watching this, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel and ding the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all the content that you get from my channel, from podcasts, streams, reviews, impressions, reactions, and so much more. If you want to support what we do have channel memberships, we've got Patreon, we've got Subscribe Star, as well as coffee, which I would love to be drinking some coffee right now, which I am. That's some good coffee. But anyway, we got all of that, and we also have merch on Teespring and TeePublic, so make sure you go check that out. And all that being said, I just hope to see you in the next video that I put out. So hey, see you around.